to guard it and never take it for granted. And protecting our democracy takes struggle, it takes sacrifice, but there is...
We are live. How's everybody doing? This is the last night of election night. I hope you all got the link. Yes, there is a link, I think, on Twitter.
In this election,
I'm pretty sure.
the very soul of America at...
Hello, everybody. Joe Biden's coming out, brother. What's up, everybody? I just wanted to cap off, basically. I wanted to cap off the last night. I mean, we did 4 nights. I promised you we would go live for as long as it took until we had some kind of decision. This is close enough to a decision for me because tonight's AEW, and I got to review AEW, so I got to be ready to review AEW. Then Corrupted Podcast is after that. What's up? What's up? Brenna. That's my dad's compass.
Can I have it?
Yeah, if you take care of it. It's his compass.
It's really hard to open.
It is hard to open. I don't know if I can open it.
Things have been challenging, especially the last several months. The grief, sorrow, and pain, the worries, and the struggles. But we have also witnessed your courage, your resilience.
That's my dad's, though.
And the generosity of your spirit.
I don't know, man. It'd have to be a real late night in a bar for Kamala, if you know what I mean.
Equality and justice for our lives and for our planet. And then you voted.
What's up, everybody? I didn't even mean to...
And you delivered a clear message. You chose hope and unity, decency, science, and yes, truth.
I'm about as scared of science as I am of religion at this point, to be honest. What's up?
You chose Joe Biden
What's up,
as the
everybody?
next president of the United States of America.
Man, this is like, you got to hear this clip I have in a few minutes. I got a great clip.
And Joe is a healer.
He's a heel.
Uniter.
She called him a heel.
A tested and steady hand. A person whose own experience of loss gives him a sense of purpose that will help
Joe a
us
heel.
as a nation reclaim our own sense of purpose. And a man with a big heart who loves with abandon.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
his love for Jill, who will be an incredible First Lady.
Oh, what a
It's his
takedown
love
by
for
Orange
Hunter
Cassidy.
and Ashley and his grandchildren and the entire Biden family.
Orange Cassidy's match is on
And
right
while
now.
I first knew Joe as vice president, I really got to know him as the father who loved Bo, my dear friend who we remember here today. And to my husband, Doug.
Yeah, Mike Gwaz, they mentioned
Cole
that.
And Ella and my sister Maya and our whole family.
They did mention Impact
I love
several
y'all more
times.
than I can ever express. We are so grateful to Joe and Jill for welcoming our family into theirs on this incredible journey. And to the woman most responsible for my presence here today, my mother, Shamala Gopalan Harris, who is always in our hearts.
I wish I could be your president, James
When she
Maroney.
came here
What's
from
up,
India
James?
at
I wish
age
I could be the
19,
president for you.
She maybe
I wish I could do
didn't
it for
quite
you.
imagine this moment, but she believed so deeply and in America, where a moment like this is possible. And so I am thinking about her and about the generations of women, black women.
What about the Karens?
Asian, white, Latina, Native American women who throughout our nation's history have paved the way for this moment tonight.
Cassidy was launched.
Women who fought and sacrificed so much for equality and liberty and justice for all, including the black women who are often, too often, overlooked, but so often prove they are the backbone of our democracy.
Whoa, those glow sticks are sick.
All the women,
oh my God, those glow sticks are sick.
who have worked to secure and protect the right to vote for over a century.
This is better than
100 years ago with the 19th Amendment, 55 years ago with the Voting Rights Act, and now in 2020 with a new generation of women in our country who cast their ballots and continued the fight for their fundamental right to vote and be heard. Tonight I reflect on their struggle, their determination, and the strength of their
I'm watching
vision
AEW.
to see
Oh,
what
Impaler
can be
snapped 80.
unburdened
Suplex,
by
1,
what has
2.
been. And I stand on their
Joe
shoulders.
has not come out yet. No, Joe Biden
And
has
what
not
a
come out yet.
testament it is to Joe's character that he had the audacity to break one of the most substantial barriers that exists in our country and select a woman as his vice president. But while I may be the first woman in this office, I will not be the last.
Kamala.
Because every little girl watching tonight
Stays
sees
away from Joe.
that this is a country of possibilities. And to the children of our country, regardless of your gender, our country has sent you a clear message. Dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and see yourselves in a way that others may not, simply because they've never seen it before. But know that we will applaud you every step of the way. And to the American people, no matter who you voted for, I will strive to be a vice president, like Joe was to President Obama, loyal, honest, and prepared, waking up every day thinking of you and your family. Because now is when the real work begins, the hard work, the necessary work, the good work, the essential work to save lives and beat this epidemic, to rebuild our economy so it works for working people, to root out systemic racism in our justice system and society, to combat the climate crisis, to unite our country and heal the soul of our nation. And
What's
the
up,
road
chat?
ahead will not be easy, but America is ready, and so are Joe and I. We have elected a president who represents the best in us.
Oh my God, you hear that
A
truck?
leader
That must be Jman
the
from
world
KC.
will respect and our children will look up to. A commander-in-chief who will respect our troops and keep our country safe. And a president for all Americans. And it is now my great honor to introduce the
Here comes
President-elect
Joe
of the
Biden!
United
My
States
God,
of
here he
America,
comes!
Joe Biden.
Here comes Joe Biden! He's coming down at WrestleMania! He's running down to the ring like the Ultimate Warrior! Can you feel it here live? This place has come unglued for Joe Biden! Good God Almighty, the Chase Center! You can feel it rumbling throughout the state right now! He's here! And despite the fact that these people are wearing protective masks, you can hear their tremendous support into the heavens! And now we're gonna hear from the president-elect himself, Joe Biden!
Hello, my fellow Americans,
Unbelievable!
and the people who brought me
You
to
old
dance,
fuck.
Delawareans.
Whoa, wait a minute, what did he call them? What the hell did
I
he
see
just...
my buddy, Senator Tom Carper down there, and I think Senator Coons is there, and I think the governor's around.
Whoa! He just called everybody coons!
Is that Ruth Ann?
Come on,
And
man.
that former
that's
Governor
the name
Ruth
of the
Ann
governor.
Minner.
He's not saying it about the people. It's the name of the governor.
Most importantly, my sisters-in-law and my
Oh.
sister Valerie. Anyway,
He's only been president for a second.
Folks,
He's already president-elect.
the people
for a
of this
second.
nation have
He's already
spoken.
throwing slurs out at people.
They've delivered us a clear victory, a convincing victory, a victory for we the people. We've won with the most votes ever cast on a presidential ticket in the history of the nation. 74 million. What I must admit has surprised me. Tonight, we're seeing all over this nation, all cities and all parts of the country, indeed across the world, an outpouring of joy, of hope, renewed faith in tomorrow, bring a better day. And I'm humbled by the trust and confidence you placed in me.
It's not a Republican
I
channel.
pledge to be
Half
a
of my
president
viewers voted
who
Biden,
seeks
half
not
of
to
them voted
divide,
Trump. Look at my Twitter
but
poll.
unify.
Look at my Twitter poll, fairy tale.
Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States. And work with all my heart, with the confidence of the whole people, to win the confidence of all of you. And for that is what America, I believe, is about. It's about people. And that's what our administration will be all about. I sought this office to restore the soul of America, to rebuild the backbone of this nation, the middle class, and to make America respected around the world again. And to unite us here at home. It's the honor of my lifetime that so many millions of Americans have voted for that vision. And now, the work of making that vision is real. It's a task, the task of our time. Folks, as I said many times before, I'm Jill's husband. And I would not be here without her love and tireless support
What did he say?
of Jill
Oh, Jill's
and my son Hunter and Ashley, my daughter, and all our grandchildren and their spouses and all our family. They're my heart. Jill's a mom, a military mom, an educator. And she has dedicated her life to education. But teaching isn't just what she does, it's who she is. For American educators, this is a great day for y'all. You're going to have one of your own in the White House. And Jill's going to make a great First Lady. I'm so proud of her. And I'll have the honor of serving with the fantastic Vice President who you just heard from, Kamala Harris, who makes history as the first woman, first black woman, the first woman from South Asian descent, the first daughter of an immigrant ever elected in this country. Don't tell me it's not possible in the United States. It's long overdue. And we're reminded tonight of those who fought so hard for so many years to make this happen. But once again, America's bent the arc of the moral universe more toward justice. Kamala, Doug, like it or not, your family. You become an honorary Biden, there's no way out. All those of you who volunteered and worked the polls in the middle of this pandemic, local elected officials, you deserve a special thanks from the entire nation. And to my campaign team and all the volunteers and all who gave so much of themselves to make this moment possible, I owe you. I owe you. I owe you everything. And to all those who supported us, I'm proud of the campaign we built and ran. I'm proud of the coalition we put together, the broadest and most diverse coalition in history. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, progressives, moderates, conservatives, young, old, urban, suburban, rural, gay, straight, transgender, white, Latino, Asian, Native American. I mean it, especially those moments. And especially for those moments when this campaign was
Take a look at the poll right now on Twitter. You guys are split.
The African Community stood up again for me.
You guys, my listeners, are split almost. Trump ahead 52% to 47.9%. Who you hoping for?
I said at the outset,
I put this up.
I wanted to represent this campaign to represent and look like America. We've done that. Now that's what I want the administration to look like and act like. For all those of you who voted for President Trump, I understand the disappointment tonight. I've lost a couple times myself. But now, let's give each other a chance. It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again. And to make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies. They are Americans. They're Americans. The Bible tells us, to everything there is a season, a time to build, a time to reap and a time to sow, and a time to heal. This is the time to heal in America.
I'm healing my balls tonight, folks. How you guys all doing tonight?
This campaign is over.
We're going to do a Corrupted tonight after the AEW review, so I hope you become a patron tonight.
I believe it's this. Americans have called upon us to marshal the forces of decency, the forces of fairness, to marshal the forces of science and the forces of hope in the great battles of our time. The battle to control the virus, the battle to build prosperity, the battle to secure your family's health care, the battle to achieve racial justice and root out systemic racism in this country. And the battle to save our planet by getting climate under control. The battle to restore decency, defend democracy, and give everybody in this country a fair shot. That's all they're asking for, a fair shot. Folks, our work begins with getting COVID under control. We cannot repair the economy, restore our vitality, or relish life's most precious moments, hugging our grandchildren, our children, our birthdays, weddings, graduations, all the moments that matter most to us until we get it under control. On Monday, I will name a group of leading scientists and experts as transition advisors to help take the Biden-Harris COVID plan and convert it into an action blueprint that will start on January the 20th, 2021. That plan will be built on bedrock science. It will be constructed out of compassion, empathy, and concern. I will spare no effort, none, or any commitment to turn around this pandemic. Folks, I'm a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president. I'll work as hard for those who didn't vote for me as those who did. Let this grim era of demonization in America
Let the hate flow
begin
through
to
your
end
body.
here and
Let the
now.
hate flow through your body. Joe Biden, pick up the lightsaber, Joe Biden.
The refusal of Democrats and Republicans to cooperate with one another. It's not some mysterious force beyond our control. It's a decision, a choice we make. And if we can decide not to cooperate, then we can decide to cooperate. And I believe that this is part of the mandate.
Only they cooperated
given
with
to
Trump
us
for
from the
4
American
years. Remember
people.
that?
They want us to cooperate in their interest. And that's the choice I'll make. And I'll call on Congress.
We wouldn't cooperate with Trump for 4 years, and we made up all these Russiagate things about him. But now come together, everybody. I mean, let's be honest. Come on, it's kind of weird.
And make no mistake, too many dreams have been deferred for too long.
Into the law that
We must make the promises of the country real for everybody, no matter their race, their ethnicity, their faith, their identity, or their disability. Folks, America has always been shaped by inflection points, by moments in time where we've made hard decisions about who we are and what we want to be. Lincoln in 1860, coming to save the Union. FDR in 1932, promising a beleaguered country a new deal. JFK in 1960, pledging a new frontier. And 12 years ago, when Barack Obama made history, he told us, yes, we can. Well, folks, we stand at an inflection point. We have an opportunity to defeat despair, to build a nation of prosperity and purpose. We can do it. I know we can. I've long talked about the battle for the soul of America.
Cody's entrance was fire, guys. I gotta tell you.
We must restore the soul of America. Our nation is shaped by the constant battle between our better angels and our darkest impulses. And what presidents say in this battle matters. It's time for our better angels to prevail. Tonight, the whole world is watching America. And I believe at our best, America is a beacon for the globe. We will lead not only by the example of our power, but by the power of our example. I've always believed, many of you heard me say it, I've always believed we can define America in one word: possibilities. That in America, everyone should be given an opportunity to go as far as their dreams and God-given ability will take them. You see, I believe in the possibilities of this country. We're always looking ahead to an America that's freer and more just, ahead to an America that creates jobs with dignity and respect, ahead of America that cures diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's, ahead to an America that never leaves anyone behind, ahead of America that never gives up, never gives in. This is a great nation. It's always been a bad bet to bet against America. We're good people. This is the United States of America, and there's never been anything we've been not able to do when we've done it together. Folks,
come on, man.
In the last days of the campaign, I began thinking about a hymn that means a lot to me and my family, particularly my deceased son, Bo. It captures the faith that sustains me.
I haven't done shit in 50 years. Schleppy, you're dead right.
Which I believe sustains
Let's
America.
see if he does something now.
My heart goes out to each and every one of you. Hopefully this hymn gives you solace as well. And it goes like this. And he will raise you up on eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of dawn, and make you to shine like the sun, and hold you in the palm of his hand. And now together, On eagle's wings, we embark on the work that God and history have called upon us to do. With full hearts and steady hands, with faith in America and in each other, with love of country, a thirst for justice, let us be the nation that we know we can be. A nation united, a nation strengthened, a nation healed. The United States of America, ladies and gentlemen, there's never been anything we've tried we've not been able to do. So remember, as my grandpapa, our grandpapa used to say when I walked out of his home when I was a kid up in Scranton, he said, Joey,
Get the fuck
keep the
out of
faith.
here.
And our grandmother, when she was alive, she yelled, no, Joey, spread it. Spread the faith. God love you all. May God bless America, and may God protect our troops. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, there it is. It's over. The Joe Biden speech. I thought it was appropriate that we come on here and do this since I've been live pretty much every night. Election night number 5 tonight. Oh, man, Darby Allin was just thrown out of the ring by Cody Rhodes. We're simultaneously watching AEW wrestling pay-per-view. It's coming out of this year. You guys can't hear it probably. I'm going to turn that off. Not that I'm going to get demonetized because my channel is demonetized because Google hates me. Everybody hates me. Do you know what it's like to be an independent? You get hate from every side. You get the left people telling you you're crazy. You get the right people telling you you're crazy. I can't help but think that Biden was just kind of like, he just like goes through the motions. He's like, yeah, whatever. You know? The whole family's coming out now. I have a clip of Kamala Harris reacting to this, and this is fucking hilarious. Take a listen to this. You want to hear something funny? This is a clip of Kamala reacting to this with Joe. Listen to this. This is an amazing clip right here. Listen to this.
Highest office in this nation.
Oh, wait. I messed it up. I'll figure it out. Here we go.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Dude, she sounds like she's hammered out of her mind. We did it. We did it, Joe. By the way, congratulations to everybody who's happy about Biden. Everybody who's not happy about Biden. I don't even know how to feel about anything. But, I get it. Cody Rhodes, what a kick right there to Darby Allin. But you know what I mean? I hope everybody's having a good night, and I hope everybody, goes back to being a little more normal. Maybe kind of like you were in the first couple terms during Trump, maybe if you're a normal person. I don't know. Let's listen to Kamala again. She's hammered right here, obviously. I mean, a lot of alcohol.
We did it. We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States. We did it.
We did it. I know.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Oh, my God, bro. Dude, I mean, that's some slurring right there. We did it. We did it, Joe.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Dude, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. You can't even argue how weird that sounds. We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president. Yeah. I mean, how many times can I listen to that? Darby Allin looks all messed up. I got to hear it again. Let's hear it again. I went, you know what I had to do to get this clip?
We did it.
We did it.
We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Here comes the laugh. Just a really funny clip. I don't know. How's everybody doing in the chat? What's up, everybody? So there we go. This is night 5. I wanted to come on here real quick for a little bit and just kind of... Oh, there's fireworks! There's fireworks now! I'm trying to watch Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin, though, to be honest. It's so big right now. I know that some people wanted to say some things, so I will open the phone line up for a minute, but I am going to get back to doing watching my AEW review in a few minutes, so let me know in the chat what's up. The poll is really close. I got to tell you guys, the poll is really close. Like, it's very close. On Twitter, I went over to Twitter. Oh, Arn Anderson, what are you doing? No, where is it? Here it is. Well, close enough. You guys are really split as far on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere. We had over 1,000 votes on YouTube. We had 383 votes on Twitter. You guys say you were hoping for Trump. And 47.8% of you said you were hoping for Biden. Quite a split crowd reaction from you guys, all my Twitter followers, who are all you guys mostly. So very split down the middle, man. A lot of people, depending on the night in the chat, you can feel it's going one way or the other, but oh my goodness, avalanche shoulder! No, avalanche slam onto the shoulder! Cody Rhodes killing it. So very, very split, man. I'm kind of happy to see that there's such a split in the crowd. I enjoy that there's so many diverse. Trey Love, what up, Trey Love? Yeah, they're definitely going to have to investigate this. Well, the reason why I hope they investigate everything is not because I'm like a sour person, because I didn't vote even, so it doesn't matter. But because what if they do find a couple things that are off, just like they always do. They found voter fraud in 2016, 2008, 2004, 2000. Obviously, we had that Florida stuff in 2000. I mean, dude, that stuff's been going on forever. So you hope that they're going to find some of it. There won't be. It may not be a lot. It may not be impactful. You know what I mean? It may not be impactful to the election, but it's good to find it and eliminate it for the next time and figure out how it was done. So that's why it's important to investigate these things, even if Trump loses or is going to lose, even if he is officially going to lose. It's good to investigate it anyway, to get it taken care of for the next time, because it could be the Democrat who gets affected the next time. You know what I mean? If that's the case, it could be anybody, because the other people will copy the other people on how to do it better the other time the next time. You know what I mean? So it's definitely good for integrity in voting to follow up. So even if you're a Democrat, you want them to follow up on the integrity of it, because no matter who you are, like, it's affected each party, each side every time. Like, there's no doubt about it. So just for integrity reasons, you want to follow up. It can't hurt to let the courts and the police and whoever else people investigate all these things and to follow up. No matter who it is. So I don't mind that at all. I'm not saying I'm not screaming like a baby or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, hey, yeah, follow up on everything. Make sure, if there's a question that's legitimate about anything, with all these videos we're seeing, with some of the ballot moving, with some of the weird stuff, hey, follow up on all of it and find out if it's real or not. It's just like when a woman, in wrestling or in the movies, accuses some guy of, like, oh, he sexually abused me, and then, like, nothing happens, but the guy loses his job and loses everything. It's like, well, why don't you get the police involved then? Either if you didn't do it, then sue the person for slander. And if you did, and if you're a woman and you're accusing him and they really did do it, don't just say it out there on social media. Go file a report. Go call the police. You know what I mean? If you're real about it, be a real person about it. So, it is a dirty game, no doubt about it. Politics are a nasty, dirty, disgusting game, and probably why I don't get too much into. Oh my God, Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes with a crossroads off the top rope! Darby Allin might be dead! Oh my God, dude, Darby Allin is out, and he's laid out, and Cody covered him 1-2, and the referee, Mike Chioda, stopped the count because Darby Allin's arm was underneath the rope. For a rope break, oh my God, a devastating crossroads off the top rope. That was crazy, man. I'm sorry. What's up, man? Mythic Playa, what up, Mythic? Voop with me, what's up? The next 4 years will be a repeat of Obama's 4 years. Probably, because, I mean, that's the They got the guy who, I mean, let's be honest. Trump was an outsider who brought all his big wigs in, right? And, Joe Biden is part of the establishment, And you got to say, I've seen a lot of left people making fun of the Trump supporters, but you know what? The Trump supporters might be funny to you because they're praying and they're upset and they're wondering and they're, oh my God, we cheated or whatever. But the left wing people are bashing people in the head with bats and they're crying in the streets. It's so weird how both parties act a certain way. I said this earlier. The left wing cries and then gets violent. The right wing talks about like conspiracy and they're paranoid and God and we better get our arms and guns. It's weird how both sides react that way. The right is suspicious of everything, thinks that there's cheating going on, which there could be. And then the left is crying and beating people with bats. It's just funny how the emotions of each side are very obvious. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's interesting. There's a clear characteristic of left and right. And in the negativity of when they lose or when they win. But, as a person who's been left most of my life, I'm not happy with the way the left has behaved as far as their baby mentality, in some recently, So it's just been weird. And the right has, even though I'm not like a crazy religious person like on the right, saying God help us all, like and stuff like that, or like I want to, I think everything's a conspiracy, whatever. I love conspiracies because why they happen, they're real. Question everything. You could, you know what I mean? It's funny. And then the left and the right have this one thing in common that they don't realize. The right really loves to talk about conspiracy and to question things. And the left loves to talk about science. Science is about questioning everything because things are always changing. And they don't realize that they both have that in common, but they pick or choose when to question everything. It's very weird. You should come together on that. Like everybody should question everything to a reasonable point. There are some people that are over questioning it on the right, and there are people on the left who scream in the streets and want to kill people because they don't have the right. Their president didn't win or whatever. It's just. But most of us on the left, right, or middle are normal, and we're not like these extremists on the right and left who are extreme. And so you hope that we are the ones that take over now. You would have hoped that we took over during Trump, you know what I mean? But it was just, I can see why people on the right are going to be bitter about the fact that now the left is telling you to just come together, everybody. But we tried to do that when Trump got elected. Remember that? It was like, okay, Trump won, let's all come together. But that never happened. It was 4 years of impeach and Russia, and he peed on women, and he did this now, four different impeach attempts. People trying to say this and that, and he's a racist. Probably people that liked Donald Trump before this, they were like, oh, cool, I like Donald Trump. Rappers who hung out with him, and then all of a sudden he was a racist. So it's just like, I see this hypocrisy, and it annoys me. It annoys me to no end. Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes are having a really good match right now, I got to tell you. I wish that I know, man, what a coffin drop. I wish that everybody really would come together, though. That's the thing that I wish. I wish everybody really would come together and stuff like that, and instead of here's Ed's View's donation from last night.
What else we got?
I missed it.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Hell yeah, let's rock all the way. I got a hard on cause I have the same musical taste. And sexual taste too. #butt pump 2020.
Oh my God, butt pump 2020. Wow. Darby Allin just rolled up Rhodes. Wow. Darby Allin and Cody was a good match, man. I can't wait to watch it again. Wow. You beat him with a wrestling maneuver. Thanks, Ed's View. Darby. Trump can run again next election, says Mythic Player. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Imagine that. Imagine if he got elected again. Has that ever happened? Has that ever happened where the president won, was the president, then lost, and then was the president again? Did that ever happen in history? Does anybody know? I don't think so. I mean, I don't remember ever hearing about that. That's really interesting. Darby Allin is your new. What's up, Sasquatch Eyes? Yeah, don't trust the media, though, no matter what. Don't trust the media. No matter what, don't trust the media. The left wants to come together now. Hypocrites, guardian of chaos. You were manipulated by the man. Yeah, come together. Let's come together now. But 4 years we just acted like babies and were psychos. But now let's come together, everybody. You know? Jimmy Carter did it. Grover Cleveland, is that who you're talking about? Most people did vote for Trump. He also should have won in case of the popular tie due to lower voting rates. What's up, Fairy Tale Overlords? What's up, Pocket Aces? Darby is Antifa, no doubt about it. No doubt about that Darby's Antifa. If you do want to call, I'll keep the phone lines open. I know that tonight we're really focused on AEW. What a great match. Really enjoyed that. 339-226-6610. The line's open if you want to call. PV Sweetie Pie. What's up? We're going to be live tonight with the AEW review over on my other channel, 68,000 subscribers, Joe Cronin Show. Make sure you guys sub Joe Cronin Show if you guys want to talk about AEW wrestling tonight. And then tonight on Patreon, the Corrupted Podcast. Now, we'll probably talk a little bit about the election, but we'll probably try to keep it funny and talk about some other things that you may not know about that happened today. We'll try to move away from the election and take our minds off of the politics that have been going on all week and try to have fun tonight on Corrupted on Patreon. We're all going to have fun on Patreon and leave the election shit behind us tonight. So we hope you're there for that. Well, here we go, a good guy team up. It's a good guy team up here. Did you know they legalized medical shrooms here in Oregon? Really? That's awesome. Damn. When you go to San Francisco, you step over a homeless people there in San Francisco. There's piles of turds on the ground in San Francisco. Now they're both fighting over the TNT title. Look out. I took one look at your mother and cried. Yeah, I see it. He's coming out. That clip is hilarious. I'm going to play it again. 203's on the phone. Hello.
Joe, it's your old buddy, the guardian of chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Thanks for being on the air, my friend, and getting us through these last 3 or 4 days of total insanity. So I'm here to bring some levity to the Joe Cronin Show.
Here we go. The guardian of chaos. Oh, it's Darby Allin. Goes through the full gear logo and the... He's dead. No, chaos. Yeah, man, crazy stuff today. And a lot of hypocritical stuff. You called it in the chat, no doubt about it.
Well, my viewpoints, first off, I want to say hello to everyone in the chat. I am watching AEW Full Gear, and I'm not here. I gave you a shout-out on my show, Joe, to the guys that I follow, because I respect your work and what you do here on a night-in and night-out basis. And you know what? I'll give you credit. You don't see things to the left or right politically for the most part. You're pretty much a straight shooter, and you bring an angle to it of levity by laughing and comedic and breaking balls, and that's why your channel and your shows have so many followers. So that's why I follow you, because it's entertainment, and then you throw in knowledge. with that being said, a lot of people for this election, 70 million people for Trump, 74, 75 million people for Biden. That's 150 million votes, Mr. Cronin. There's 331 million people in the United States of America.
Right.
So not even half of the people in the United States of America voted, whether they thought because of the mail-in process, propaganda, mainstream media, whatever it is. So they thought their vote didn't count. So that's a pretty sad state of affairs, wouldn't you say? Your thoughts on that?
Well, I've always thought that, right? After every election, you look at the numbers and you go, damn, like this many people were disinterested in voting. And you know, I'm going to tell you something that my wife brought up to me earlier, because I'm part of that problem, to be honest. And I'll tell you about it in a minute. But also, the most people ever voted this year. We had the biggest turnout of all time this time, which is pretty incredible. So that is a step. If anything comes from all this chaos, and not your chaos, guardian of chaos, but this chaos, it's that maybe more people are awake about voting than ever, and the next election will be bigger. And one thing that I learned from my wife the other night, and I'm always learning from her, right? And she says, you know, well, you know, you didn't vote, so blah, blah, blah. And I said, yeah, but you know what I mean? I wasn't going to vote for one of these guys. And she said to me, yeah, but you know what? You didn't vote in the primaries. And I said, you know what? That's a great point. You're right. I'm a dumb idiot because I complained about some of those other people who didn't get elected, like, you know, maybe Tulsi Gabbard or Yang, or, you know, name another guy who didn't get up there, or maybe a Republican who didn't get up there, and some of the other people. And you know what? If you vote in that, you can make the difference there in the primaries or in the early on. We need to remind people to get out and vote in the primaries and vote in their local sectors, because if you see someone you really like in your local sector, they could turn into a national person, and then they could be in the primaries, and then you could be voting in the primaries, and then they could be going for the president of the United States, in which case then you would be interested in voting. And I think that what happens is a lot of people give up after they vote the primaries, and once their guy doesn't get in, they kind of fade away. But for me, the case was that I legit just didn't vote in the primaries, and there's no reason why I shouldn't have voted in the primaries. And so I fucked up. And so, you know, that's something that people should think about. Because I didn't think about it really until now, that, wow, I really should have been out there earlier caring then, because that's when it mattered then.
Well, I'll say that to say this, Joe. First off, your wife is 100% correct, and I'll get onto that in a second. But as you stated a few minutes earlier in your statement, that the most people in history came out and voted, the most people and were aware, and we have more voter turnout than ever in our history. Number one, that's a little shaky.
Right.
With all the mail-in. Now, let me give you a perfect example. Now, I live here with my wife. It's just my wife and I in the house, okay? We got 4 mail-in ballots sent to us. So if it could happen just to the guardian of chaos here at Chaos Corner, and I got 4. Now, what does that mean? And then we voted in person. We went and we stood in line for well over an hour. We voted in person. So with that being said, Joe, you tell me, and Jake and whoever else is listening out there, and D. Welsh and Costanza and all the different guys that I follow that are all cool to me out there, you tell me what that says. And then when a certain state can get 200,000 votes that had to be counted, and every one of them went to Biden. You're trying to tell me that not one vote out of that 200,000 went to a Republican? So although it hasn't been proven, and we're all fucking singing kumbaya right now, be careful what you ask for when it comes to your gun rights, your amended rights, freedom of speech, social injustice, everything else that's going to come forward with it. And now everybody wants to play nice. And I understand we all want to get along, but back to the election and what you originally said, to my point, to tie this up with a bow. Yeah, 150 million people came out. 70-something million people feel like they got screwed. And I don't care who you voted for, one way or the other, because my life is still going to go on. It doesn't matter to me. You were wrong for not voting for the fucking president. That's number one. And number two, your wife hit dead balls on, bro. You have to start locally and get the people you want in your local city as your mayor, and then as your people in your districts, and then as your senators and your governor and your stuff within your state. And then they can represent you in Washington, but you have to start locally, because in the big scheme of things in this election, even if you did vote, Joe, and your people out there in the chat did vote, and I voted, and whoever I know voted, it doesn't matter in the big scheme of things, but it will matter if you vote locally to make real change that can affect your kids, your immediate life, your livelihood, and what you're trying to do. The man's going to do what he wants to do anyway. When I say the man,
yeah,
I mean all these people in Hollywood and entertainers and sports and mainstream media and all the conglomerates and the coasts, which we unfortunately live on, Joe, the West and East Coast, and all the secular stuff that goes on and where we live being traditionally blue. There's a lot to be said for that, but your wife is right. So your response to that, Mr. Cronin, and I'll get off air because I'm watching AEW, and I'll be listening to you all night. Bro.
Right.
I just want to hear what you had to say.
I'm going to get off, too, in a minute because I do want to watch the rest of this, and Cody Rhodes had a great match. So you're right. And thank you, Guardian of Chaos. Look him up on Twitter. He's a great promo, great podcast, great guy. You're going to like him if you're in the chat tonight. I think you believe that. One of the things that I love about YouTube is that I am educated by you guys. I'm so educated by you guys like Derek Hans, who says, no, the primaries don't even matter. You know, you need to get rid of the parties. I've always thought that, too, that the parties are a mess. I mean, you know what I mean? Jesse Ventura's book, The Republic Crips and the Demo, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. You know the thing, you know. It's all kind of rigged right now with these two sides. We all got to know that. It's rigged with these two sides. Whether it's the left or the right, it's always rigged. All the same money backers and evil corporations with the same ideas attach themselves to the left and right party and then start gaining control. It's every time. We know this. And so that's a big problem. And that's something that we got to fix. What's wrong? Are you okay? I told you that was going to happen with the doors, right? Remember when Daddy predicted that? Don't cry. It's okay. Let me see. I'm not yelling at you. I just said, remember when I told you that was going to happen? All right, come here. You can say goodnight to everybody in my chat. Does that make you feel better? Okay. Say goodnight. Night.
Night.
All right, give me a kiss. Why you got your mouth open? Close your mouth, you silly, or you can't be on camera. Your pinky's better?
Can I show them
Show your rocks real quick. I got to go watch wrestling. Wrestling's on, and I got to watch it. But I'm glad your finger's okay. I said I told her if she fights with her brother when they're going to bed in front of the door, that someone's going to get the door closed on their hand. Oh, Nyla Rose. She got kicked in the back of the hamstring by Sheeta. Dropped her on the hardest part of the apron outside with a double axe handle. What's up, chat? Biden's teeth are fake. Yeah, they seem like they are now. I don't remember them looking like that a couple of years ago. They definitely seem fake now for sure, or weird, or like he's got a denture thing. Oh, what a knee lift by Sheeta. I like it. Where'd you get these rocks?
Oh,
Where'd you get in the backyard?
No.
Where'd you get them?
In Finn's room, they're mine, but he took them.
But where did he get them then?
I don't know.
Okay.
And then we got another rock.
Okay. Well, is Finn asleep?
Yeah.
So your brothers are asleep, but you're awake.
No, Gavin.
What's up, Meltzer? Got you triggered? Happy about Biden, it looks like. Some people are really happy. Sheeta just got cleaned out by Nyla. Of course the teeth are fake, says Wheezing. And a facelift. He does, yeah, that looks like that too, Derek Hans. You're right. AEW's been fired tonight. Yeah, dude, this has been really good so far. I really enjoyed this show. AEW's been really good. Nyla's trying to bring a table out now. Val Venus is going to be pissed. Huh. What's up, chat? Hit that like button. We got to get to 69 likes or 100 likes or something. We need the independent party to emerge. Yeah, Derek, I agree, man. I'm an independent now. I mean, I think I've gone fully independent, you know. but not necessarily the party of independent, but just independent of I'm something else.
I have no idea what kind of rock this is.
That is a weird one. That's a rock. That's a weird rock.
We got these from a box where you like dig and stuff.
Oh wait, we got them at the place, at the mining thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering where they were. Hey J Rod, what's up, man? His Botox. He's got Botox. Yeah, you think so?
What is this, Dad?
Looks like a seashell thing. Some kind of seashell, clam shell or something. Let me see that. Is that closed? Oh yeah, it's like a clam. It's a clam, but it's sealed up that way. What up, Sam Skyrider? I saw you in the AW chat earlier.
What is this? This has a little pattern to it.
I don't know which one that is. Okay, well, yeah, they look like fossils. Yeah, they do look like fossils.
Yeah, I think them are fossils.
Brenna, how old are you?
6.
No, how old are you?
6.
Are you 6?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's calling you.
Yeah.
Incoming tube. Why is Mom calling you?
No, it says incoming call, honey.
Incoming call.
Don't read their number, though, because you don't want to give their number out. So don't read the number.
Okay.
You guys look like twins. Yeah, she has my eyes. You're about to have a big growth spurt, and you're going to get taller, and we're going to have to buy you new clothes. This women's match has been all right, I got to tell you. Show everybody your eyes, because you got my eyes. You have my eyes. All right. Listen, guys, I'm going to be live for the AEW review, and then I'm going to be live for Corrupted Podcast after that on Patreon. So I'll see you guys tonight for that and everything else. I'm going to go now because I'm going to watch the rest of this pay-per-view and try to really collect it. We'll have more thoughts about this, throughout the weekend. We'll talk about it, man. There's a lot to talk about. Here's Silly Pants. Yo, 610, what's up? 610.
Don't tell us that.
Hey, man, what's up?
What's going on, bro?
So, did you hear about the new mandate that they're trying to do?
Which one?
So, they want gas masks, which understandable because it's more efficient for fart huffing.
Oh yeah. You ever do that in a cookie jar and then like a day later you open it up and smell it? It's still there. Oh, I guess that was a prank. That was a prank? I was being serious. Dude, listen, if you ever like boof into a cup and then like you flip it over and then you like flip it up like hours later and smell it and you're like, oh, like it holds it, dude. It's weird. You ever done that? It's wild.
This is a clamshell with a little stain on it.
What up, Ness? I might jump on Diablo. The new season starts in November 20th.
It's rare.
All right, say bye-bye. I'm ending the stream. Say bye.
Bye.
Let's go to bed, yo.
Can you bend the camera? Because I want to
No.
show you them. Here's a
I'm ending the stream because I got to go watch AEW.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. That's
Want
it.
some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Slogan worked. Wow. Guessed all the Nickas voted for Biden. My God, all the Indians praising Kamala Harris as first female VP makes me want to kill myself. Hopefully Tulsi runs for 2024.